What's up, everybody? You are tuned in to the Cris
And more.
podcast, episode 84, Takeover Wednesday. Hope everybody's having a good night, whether you're at work, whether you're off, whatever you're doing. I hope you're having a good day. We got a lot of things to speak on as usual,
hmm
so buckle your seats up and let's get to it. And we are back, Crystal and Mall podcast, episode 84, Takeover Wednesday. Mall, what is going on?
Not much, man. Feeling a little different, man. But
Why?
feeling
What's
good.
wrong?
Man, basketball, man. It's very depressing right now, dog. Very depressing.
I see
But
you on
good
the
spirits, bro.
timeline. See
Hmm?
you on the timeline talking about your Lakers, man.
Got my Lakers issues. Got Celtics look like they about to get their 18th banner. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for purple and gold right now. But I'm in good spirits. I'm gonna stay positive, man. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. I can't complain.
That's good, bro. That's good. I saw your boy Kelsey talking, you know what I'm saying? Talking about, run him dry. He said a couple
Yeah.
of like pause moments and
Whoa.
I like, boy, chill, my guy. Chill. We get it.
Wear and
We
tear
understand.
me. Give me some load me up.
Yeah,
Whoa.
load me up.
Kelsey.
I'm like, yo,
But Kelsey, chill.
chill, my guy. Chill. You get
Man,
it. You understand?
I saw them comments and say, you gotta relax, bro. That girl got you bugging, man.
Man, for real. What is Taylor Swift? Man, that she must got that good. She talking like
Jeez.
that. God damn.
Relax, man. Woo.
Sure that
But
makes you
hey,
happy
man.
here though.
But I'm excited, boy. I'm excited for football season, man. It can't
Bro,
get here fast enough.
facts, bro. I'm over NBA, bro. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired.
Can't get
This
here
is
fast
terrible.
enough. But let's talk about the NBA Finals, man. Or the lack they are of.
Mm-hmm.
Let me pull this up. It looks like a clean sweep is about to happen. But
Oh yeah.
the Celtics end up pulling it out 106-99 tonight. This is Tatum's best game.
Yeah. No, he played.
31
So,
points.
mm-hmm.
Jalen Brown had added 30 points to that.
Yeah.
Um, Luca, he's been awesome in this game. This is Kyrie's best game. He had
Mm-hmm.
35, but it
Yeah.
just wasn't enough, man. And
Mm-hmm.
Celtics are just a better team, man. That's what this series showed, man. It's
Yeah.
just they're just the better team. And Dallas just doesn't have no answers, man. And it is what it is, man. It's unfortunate. I thought this was going to be a better series. I thought it would at least get to game 6. But I don't know, man. On Friday, it looked like clean sweep. So I don't know. What's your thoughts on the whole series so far?
Depressing. This is depressing.
Mhm.
Look, I low key think Jalen Brown kind of solidified his Finals MVP. Me personally, Jason Tatum did have a good game. He shot 11 for 26, 4 for 13 for a three. Wasn't really the most efficient game, but it was his best. But Jalen Brown has been consistent throughout this whole entire Finals, man. Honestly, so I think it really solidified him being the NBA Finals MVP, especially with Kristaps Porzingis out probably for the remainder of the series. With Dallas though, like Kyrie and Luka, they played really good. Luka fouled out My whole main thing with this team though is they play too much one-on-one basketball for me. It just goes back and forth with Kyrie and Luca. They don't really get anybody else involved, and I get no one else on this team has really showed for any kind of confidence right now. But my God, these offensive game plans have just been horrific for me. It's been really hard to watch this Mavericks team compared to what we saw against the Timberwolves and against the Clippers and all that. This team just looks so. I don't know what it is, man. It just I don't know what J Kidd uh, game plan is with this offensive scheme, but it's really not fun to watch. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
With this one-on-one ball with Luca, Kyrie as well. It's definitely night and day compared to how the Celtics are playing basketball. Like it really makes me sick that I'm saying this, but they really about to hang banner 18 here on Friday. Uh, I'm over basketball. I'm over the NBA. I'm gonna be honest with you. This has probably been the worst NBA playoffs I've seen in a minute. I get we've for the most part, like I know even like with the good series, a lot of those games were blowouts. Like it just kind of is what it is at this point. Me and you both said it before we went live that we are itching for football, man. Football
It's
cannot come here
stupid.
soon enough,
Can't
boy.
get here fast enough, man.
Can't come here as fast enough, man. I love watching my basketball, man. But at this point, I wish the fight was on Friday. I really watched the game. I wish they had something more exciting, like I know the Copa America is about to start. I was watching. I thought the Brazil United States of America soccer game was way more entertaining than this. I'll be honest with you. I was intrigued with that. And I'm intrigued about both soccer tournaments coming up here. I think UEFA starts this week. Copa starts, I think, in a week or two. So I'm excited to watch that stuff. But yeah, man, I'm over it. Congratulations. Nah, I'm not even gonna say it, man. Boston went hanging banner 18. So it is what it is,
You ain't gonna show love?
Nah, man, I can't do it, bro. I can't do it, man. I'm purple and gold, even though we're in a depression state right now. So this has not been a really good year for Lakers, man. It really has not. It's for a Laker fandom. This has been probably the worst. It's up there right now. So this depressing times if you're a Laker fan, but you know, Celtics, banner 18, man. You got to tip your cap off. But I will say this though. I will say this. I don't care what anybody says. Their run to the NBA Finals and to this championship has been Cupcake City, bro. From the Giannis injury to the Dame injuries to the Knicks falling apart, Tyrese Halliburton pulling his hamstring again, Joel Embiid going down. And I get it. You only can play what's in front of you. But if people gonna sit here and talk mess about my Lakers winning in the bubble, I'm for damn sure gonna talk mess about the Celtics winning this bullshit ass championship for real. But a win's a win, man. So yeah, it's over on Friday. Go ahead and crown them, and then we can start gearing up for the off season with free agency and summer league and the draft and all that. So
Where does this put Jason Tatum and Brown if they win this championship?
obviously the tandem is cool. But I've said this for me personally. I don't know if this is a controversy saying, but I really think this proves that Jaylen Brown to me is the best player on this team. I get people are always going to try to put Tatum as the number one, but I think Brown has done enough for me to see that he is the number one on this team. Jason Tatum is a really great player. He's a really good player. But for me, I think Jaylen Brown's going to win the Finals MVP. I think this moves him up past him as far as like rankings for me personally. To each his own for everybody else. But and then you know what? I'm gonna tip my cap off to Joe Mazzulla too, man. He's really showed himself with this coaching, man. I've been really impressed by what he's done. Just the way the offense is clicking, the defense has been smothering against the likes of Luka and Kyrie. So, minus my Laker fandom, like you got to really tip your cap off to this team. They really dominated. You know what I mean? So they're gonna win their banner 18. Celtics fans are, they can talk their shit for the whole summer. So it is what it is, man. You gotta just take it on the chin and look forward to next year.
For sure, man. All right, man. Let's go to boxing, man. It's a big fight.
Yeah,
on Saturday, man.
can't
Tank,
wait. Can't wait.
Frank Martin.
Hmm.
Got Benavidez. I'm not even gonna try to
I'm
pronounce
just
his
excited. I'm
name.
just excited to see him. I'm excited to see him fight. I really am.
Um, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the other
No,
dude's name.
no,
But but dude that he's fighting ain't no slouch. He gave Beterbiev some, a run for his money when he fought him. So
hmm,
this ain't gonna be no walk in the park for Beterbiev,
hmm.
or Benavidez. Uh, but the Frank, this Frank Martin and Tank stuff is funny. The press conference was hilarious today, man. Like Tank knows how to sell a fight. I give him that, man. That dude knows how to sell that fight. Even if you don't want to talk shit, he gonna talk shit for you. He gonna talk shit enough for you.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
Frank. Frank, you could tell Frank is not as really of a shit talker. He's kind of a chill, laid back dude. So
Hmm.
he's kind of bringing it out of out of Frank a little bit and getting Frank out of his element a little bit. And he even had Frank flinching a little
Yeah, I saw that. My man was shooing flies away, boy. I was like, ah, man, not a good look. Not a good look.
but I'm excited for the fight. I still, I think Frank is a good fighter. I think Tank is just on a whole nother level, man. And
Yeah.
I got probably a sixth, seventh round knockout, knockdown, type deal. So I'm going to Tank with the mid round knockdown or knockout, stoppage type deal. So
Hmm.
how you looking at it?
Yeah, man. Tank is doing a really good job of selling this fight because let's be honest, Leonard Ellerby did a terrible job selling this fight. If you
Mhm.
did not see him in the press conference, he really just kind of like laid out all the guidelines on why he shouldn't be talking. Let's be honest. He literally just said Frank Martin is really, you know, he shouldn't be here. And if you're trying to big up your biggest fighter, I think you need to sell the fight, whether you're lying or not. I don't think you should be saying stuff like that, honestly. But
Mhm.
at the end of the day, man, I am looking forward to this fight. I think it'll be more competitive than what people have it as. But again, I think Tank is gonna stop him. I agree with you. I could see around maybe the seventh, eighth round, he kind of wearing him out. I could see Tank Davis kind of like, he gonna let him have his fun. He gonna do his thing. I could see Davis get hit by a punch and he kind of wake him up. He all right, fuck it, let me end this shit right now. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So, but I'm not gonna sleep on Frank. You know what I mean? He does have a puncher's chance. I really do believe that. Um, we gotta see how he comes out with his A game. The last fight I personally saw him fight really wasn't too impressive. So,
Yeah.
got to see how he bounces back. This is his big moment. So he's either going to show out, die on the sword, in a sense, by putting on a great show, or it could potentially be his only and last opportunity at getting a chance to fight for this belt and make the kind of money that he's going to be making off this fight. So, hopefully it's a great fight that we get. You know what I mean? I'm really looking forward to it. So,
Yeah, I agree. Um, Frank, he has to have a good showing in this fight for sure if he wants to get some more, big plates in the future.
yeah,
Um, he's still a relatively young guy,
he
so
is. Yeah, for sure.
I think he's like what 23, 24.
Hmm.
So he's still a young guy, but I definitely I just think Tank is just on a whole nother level, man. And I know we've heard about their sparring session and Tank, Tank at the press conference was like, "Man, when you talking about you hit me, you ain't shake me." So it was a good look for Frank Martin to be on the pivot. That was a good look for him. He deserves that type of look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To get people to know who he is,
Hmm.
and how he got into boxing. So if you haven't checked that out, to all you boxing fans, go watch his interview on the pivot. It was really good. Um, but yeah, man. Um, I'm excited for the fight, man, and I think Benavidez is gonna knock dude out.
Yeah. But what do you think about I heard the little rumors that your boy from Japan gonna be in the arena watching the fight. What you
Well, he was in the arena last week for your boy Carrington,
Yeah.
Shushu.
Yeah.
He watched him. That dude, Shushu. That dude
Yeah.
is a menace, dog.
Yeah.
That dude is a menace. He just be he punished that dude.
Yeah. So do you think with the way anyway is kind of like going to these fights, do you think he's scouting out for his next opponent? Do you think
Yeah,
this is
of
what it
course.
is?
I think he is. I think he definitely is.
So what do you think he's gonna do? You think he's gonna go which route do
Uh,
you see him going first?
um.
If we think the result is gonna happen what we think is gonna
Well,
happen on Saturday.
there is another Japanese guy that's out there knocking people out the same way he's knocking people. I don't know dude's name, but they was talking about it last week when Inoue was on the panel, and
Mm-hmm.
they the Mark, I forgot his name, I think it's Mark Calloway or what his name is. He asked him about the Japanese dude that's been knocking dudes out just like him, and so that's a possible fight at 126, I think.
Okay.
Um, Carrington, he's still relatively young. I don't know if he'll fight him now. He might wait till next year to fight
Mm-hmm.
him
Mm-hmm.
because he's like 10-0, 11-0, or something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. The kid looks like he's ready. You know what I'm saying? He just fought a dude that's got 35 wins, so
Yeah.
that's a huge step. Say what you want about the dude, but 35 wins is a lot of wins for a fighter. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
you only got 10 wins, like
Yeah.
that's an impressive win to fight somebody with that much experience. So I don't know what Inoue is going to do next. So I think like you said, I think he's going to these fights and he's scouting talent. I don't know if he's looking at Tank. I don't know if he want to go up that far yet. I think he should hold up on that one. Take it step by step. Fight at 126, and then if you think you can go to 130, 135 or whatever, then do that. But don't rush it.
Yeah. I don't think Tank will be the next fight. I think for that fight that has to be a summertime fight. That
Mhm.
has to be. Even if even if it's gonna be his first fight at 130 or whatever the weight is gonna be at, I think it should be. I think it should wait till next summer. So, um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm curious to see how that interaction goes when he's in the stands. You know what I'm saying? When
Yeah.
he's in the arena. So obviously that there's going to be a lot of attention to that, especially if we expect what Tank is going to do. So I'm curious to see how that conversation goes. I'm sure somebody's going to interview him during this fight, and I'm curious to see what his thoughts are going to be about potentially fighting Tank Davis because we kind of got hopefully he doesn't do no Canelo shit.
Mhm.
'Cause
No, I don't think that's in Anyway.
no,
Anyway.
I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is, but so
Mhm.
we'll
Um,
see.
and when Carrington won his fight, he left. So it was obviously he was scouting him because
Yeah,
he didn't even stay for the main event for the Puerto Rican guy,
yeah.
who he looks like he's up and coming too at 154. The kid, I forgot his name, but the kid that fought in the main event, he looked like he's up and coming at that 154. I wouldn't mind seeing him and Tim Zoo get down.
No,
So
that'd be fire. Yeah,
mm,
yeah. No, that would be fire too. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if anyways over here in stateside
mhm.
fighting here pretty soon.
Yeah,
Maybe not the one coming up in I think they got him trying to fight what December or something or
mm,
November or something like that.
something like
Maybe
that.
not that fight. But next year I
Hmm.
definitely see United States anyway fight
Hmm.
in next year for sure. I
The
really
Prince is trying to get him over here for sure, for sure. And Eddie Hearns.
I think he knows what's up, man. I'm not. This man is not dumb. He knows he needs to promote himself more over here on the west side of the
Mhm.
country of the world. Um, as I said, he has the potentials to be the next Pacquiao. He
He
really
does.
does.
He does.
With his style, his power. Um, he seems like a very marketable dude. From every chance I seen, he's a good looking man. You know what I mean? So he has a very marketable face. So
Mhm.
it's
And he doesn't look like, even though they called him the monster, he don't look like a
nah, he look like
he
one of them
look
boy band dudes. You
he
know what I'm
look
saying?
regular when he be walking around. He just look regular, like
Nah,
you
he
like
do.
this
You
the
know what I
dude that be
mean? But
knocking dudes out.
but
It's like
my man can mess
yeah,
you up. He can mess you up. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. I think he can have the biggest star over here stateside. You know what I mean? Like I get it. You know what I mean? He's very comfortable fighting over Japan. Japan crowds are very they're dope over there. The stadiums over there are amazing. The environments over there, to me, it's nothing like how it is in the Middle East when those fights, like those crowds are active. So no one's saying that. I said my main premise is this man could be a superstar in boxing, and boxing needs that. Boxing needs more superstars. You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see him fight stateside. If he ever has a chance to fight in Vegas, I definitely want to try to go see him in person. Um, I think he's just one of those type of acts you have to see. You know what I mean? Like he's a very exciting fighter.
Yeah, for sure. All right, man. Let's talk about your Lakers, bro.
Yeah.
Should the Bus family sell the Lakers?
There has been a lot of conversations, especially with the Dan Hurley situation and obviously other situations from the past, with the Ty Lue, a lot of low balling. Seems pretty dysfunctional right now. The Bus family, man, they've been a staple with the Lakers organization for so long, man. I know a lot of people have been clamoring for the Bus family to sell. There have been rumors that maybe they don't have the money that they do have. You started I feel like a little bit of me starts to believe that in a sense, just with some of the way these offers have been going. But at the same time, it's like I can't be that naive with it because the Lakers are one of the most profitable franchises in North American sports. You know what I mean? Like they're the number one brand in NBA basketball. They're one of the top brands in the world, competing with the likes of, the Real Madrids and all them. So it's kind of hard for me to believe that they are a broke organization. You know what I mean? It just really is. So I'm on the fence about this right now. I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. But this is going to be a very important next couple years for me, for me to make this decision. And if things really don't go well, especially post LeBron, don't be surprised if you start hearing Laker fans literally just start yelling this in arenas, man, because it's becoming very more loud with this kind of conversation with the Bus family. And then a lot of people are really starting to lean towards them needing to sell because they don't per se have the deep pockets like a lot of these other owners have. So we just have the brand for it. So, I'm still in the wait and see process, but I'm kind of leaning towards it might be about time.
That would be crazy, man.
It would be.
The Bus would be rolling in his grave, man.
Well, he's rolling in his grave now how this organization is being ran. You know what I mean? This is the reality of it. And it's like I'm not trying to be prisoner of the moment. Like I am looking at a bigger perspective here because we did win a title in 2020. It wasn't too long ago. We have been close to a championship. We made it to the conference finals last year, even though we did get swept. Those were competitive games. And, a lot of people said if we didn't play the Nuggets in the first round, who knows where we would have been? You know what I mean? Like we could have been the Dallas Mavericks where, the Timberwolves eliminated the Nuggets and we would have played the Timberwolves. And I think we all believe the Lakers would have won that series against the Timberwolves. Like I can't see LeBron and AD losing to, no disrespect to Ant Edwards. I know he's on the come up, but Ant Edwards and not Cat Williams, but Carl Anthony Towns. I don't know why I was keep calling him Cat Williams, but Carl Anthony Towns. So, like it's and we know how hard it is in the West, but we would have been favored against a lot of these teams, OKC and all that, and we know they're going to get better. So it's tough. I'm not trying to be prisoner of the moment, but it's really becoming loud, man. You're starting to see it a lot in Laker forums. You're starting to see it on Lakers Twitter. The voices are getting loud amongst fans that I think people are just kind of getting close to that angle, man. And I hate to say it because I got a lot of love for the Bus family as far as me being a Laker fan and what they've been able to provide for us and us having this success. They have a big portion of why we've been so successful. And I know Jeannie is trying. I know I don't know her personally, but from everything I've heard from people who do know her, like she seems like a very nice lady. You know what I mean? Like I would love to get a chance to meet her one day because that family's been so important to the Lakers. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful with this conversation, But it's just the reality of it, man. And Laker fans, we're really getting frustrated in the sense of how we are being ran as a franchise and how we are currently looked upon. Now, this ain't going to be the end of be all. The Lakers will not always look like this. The Lakers is still a prestigious franchise. It's still a great job to be desired for. I just know right now with the way the situation is, but this has a lot to do with LeBron. Like we've ran through a lot of our resources. So we're not pretty. We don't have draft picks like we do. We don't have the cap space right now. But I think once we get past this LeBron thing, I think we can see, maybe, see that the grass can be greener once this era is done.
Yeah, man. Maybe I just think you guys are stuck in this LeBron era, and we all know how LeBron operates, man. He wants what he wants.
Yeah, it's
you
reality.
know, and he'll trade players away or try to give players away to get the players that he want and around him, and
Yeah.
so he can play the way that he wants to play. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
we'll see. And as far as like I said, the Bus family selling, I don't know, man.
I
I
don't think it
don't
would
know.
happen. I don't think it would happen. But and look, like we talk a lot of mess about LeBron, kind of wearing on teams, but it's worked. Like he did get the championship with the Lakers. He's gotten a chip with the Heat and the Cavs. So it has worked, but it does wear out a team and it does exhaust resources. So, but we'll see what happens in this next era past LeBron. I can't see him playing more than 2 more years, man. So we'll see what's up. We'll see who they hire. I heard that James Borrega is the leading candidate. So you know, um, at this point with all the options that are out there, he does seem like the best fit. I never thought JJ Redick was the perfect fit. So
Mm,
so we'll see. We'll see how he does. A lot of people they do praise his coach. I'm not really familiar with his style and his teachings and stuff like that. I really wasn't paying attention when he was coaching the Hornets. So we'll see. You know what I mean? Man, we'll see.
yeah, for sure. All right, man. Let's do our bet us surefire picks, man.
Yeah. All right, for sure. Let's do it.
All right, I got the Celtics plus 1.5, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
taking the over to 211 and a half. I got the Yankees whooping my Royals because they putting the beats on them right now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Taking the Tigers too. And
Mm-hmm.
then, even though I got Tank winning, you want to put some money on somebody, you put your money on Frank Martin for plus 450.
Yeah, you got to. If you want to win, if you want to win some bread, you got to. Yeah, no, I agree with you on the first one. I took the Celtics money line. It's over. It's a wrap. I think that's an easy bet. I got the Florida Panthers going up 3-0 against Edmonton. I took the plus 1.5. I think they're just a better team.
Mhm.
But I ended up taking the Frank Martin versus Javante Davis going under 9.5 rounds. So I
Okay.
took that.
I'm not mad at that. That is our better surefire
Mm-hmm.
bets. If you go to our X page, Twitter, X, whatever you call it, or go to our YouTube channel, we have the link to the Bet Us app. You go to it. Um, if you're a first time signee, sign
Mm-hmm.
up, put in the promo code JOIN125. You get 125% signing bonus, a minimum bet of $100. That's 3 risk-free bets and 10% gambling insurance. So go ahead and go to Bet Us, make you some money. Tell them Chris Lamar sent you.
Yeah.
All right, man. Rashad McCants, Reggie Miller, LeBron James convo. What's this about?
So I'm gonna play the audio for it and just get your thoughts. All right, here we go.
Reggie Miller's legacy over LeBron's? Yeah. Yeah. Because Reggie didn't have nowhere near the pieces LeBron had during his journey. And I think that if Reggie would have had those pieces, his legacy would have... During his journey...
So he pretty much, said that he respects Reggie Miller's career more than he does LeBron James's, based off
That's what Sean McCann said.
this is what Rashawn McCann said.
What he's saying anyway.
And he pretty much just stated that if you didn't hear it, that pretty much just based on the players that he played with, and he said that if Reggie Miller had those same players, that Reggie Miller would have did the same thing LeBron James would have did. So, what are your thoughts? What Rashawn McCann said.
Reggie Miller is a victim of just like all the people that was in the mid '90s in that era, mid to late '90s.
Mm-hmm.
He is a victim of playing against Michael Jordan. Bottom line. Bottom line. He was in the Michael Jordan era. And then even after Mike left, they had a squad with Jermaine O'Neal and Ron Artest and all them. They were the best team in the league a couple seasons. They were facing Detroit. Them and Detroit was going back and forth. Had Ron Artest not had that incident at what they call it?
Malice in the Palace.
Yeah, Malice in the Palace never happens. I think they won the championship that year.
I 100% agree. They beat the Pistons, and they match up well against the Spurs
the championship that year because they had a squad. Yeah. So, but as far as him compared to LeBron, no, bro. I know LeBron takes a lot of slack. I know he do. I know y'all don't like the way he moves. I don't know. But Reggie Miller would tell you, give me them 4 championships.
I just don't know how you compare careers, dog. I don't know how you get to this
They're
point.
2 different players that want.
They're 2 different players. And
one
look,
was a shooter. One was a more of a, slasher to the basket. LeBron is 6'8", 275 pounds of muscle. Reggie Miller was maybe 185, soaking wet. He wasn't even the best player in his family.
No, he wasn't. No, his sister
was better than him.
Yeah, she was.
So, look, man. Rashawn McCann need to stop this, man. I know you be trying to look like you the different guy and you just want to say some wild shit off the wall. But you gotta cut this out, man. If we was doing hell no, you get a hell no right now.
The whole show, this ain't the first time they said some wild stuff. You know what I mean? So I do like Gilbert Arenas' podcast. They do have some good moments, but they do say some wild shit.
That's it.
Nah, yeah, he's dope, but they have said some off the wall things that I thought has been crazy for, especially they played the game. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming this should just be real easy shit to talk about, but I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to make headlines over there. But yeah, this conversation is pretty. This shouldn't even be a conversation. We
wasn't even talking about Rashawn McCann until he just popped up and started talking. Some of the craziness. That talking. So
yeah, I feel you, man. For real, I don't understand why. I just don't get the conversation at all. Look, I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, but you do got to respect the man's career, man. This is crazy. This shouldn't even be a conversation. You got to put more respect on LeBron's name, man. He's had such a big impact on this league, and he's still having a big impact in this league, man. He's been one of the more dominant players for a very long time. Reggie Miller was one of the best shooters of all time, but comparable, there's no comparison at all. And I even think Reggie Miller would be like, yo, what y'all even talking about? LeBron James is considered one of the greatest players of all time. People are putting him in that conversation. Reggie Miller ain't even close to that conversation. You know what I mean? So
maybe one of the best shooters of all time.
Yeah, he's up there with Steph and all them with his best shooters, but best player of all time. It's not even close. No disrespect to Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller had an amazing
Reggie was great
career.
in his own right. He was great in his own right.
For real.
But as far as greatest player, no, he was not. He was that dude on his team. He was. For years, Reggie was the man, and I'm not even taking nothing away from him. He's had some great moments. Reggie was a killer. he would take your heart, he would put it in a doggy bag, and he would stomp on it.
Well,
So
no, that's what I'm saying. Like I think you could put Reggie Miller as one of the greatest enemies of all time. I think you can do that because he talked his shit and he backed it up. You know what I mean? Like he was the guy that if you like how Knicks fans want to make Trey Young,
mm-hmm.
he was the original Trey Young, and Knicks fans even know that because they did it to Reggie, and Reggie did it to their face. He gave him the whole choke sign.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most one of the most memorable images in NBA history,
That's a Spike
and he
Lee.
did that. You know what I mean? Like that was the craziest 10 seconds next to Tracy McGrady with what he did we've ever seen. So, Reggie Miller is that dude. He's just not on the Michael Jordan, LeBron James, or Kobe Bryant dude. Told him, you know what I mean? And that's nothing to be mad about. It's just those guys were different. So
Now,
this
and
conversation is crazy.
And look, this was coming from Rashawn McCann. I guess you would if you was Rashad McCann, you would settle for Reggie Miller's career because he didn't have Reggie Miller's career.
But it wasn't this the problem with athletes had when people made like asinine statements like this, and they're like, "Oh man, y'all can't even talk about the game because y'all don't even know." But here y'all are doing the same thing that y'all were complaining about for years with media. So now that you guys finally have your platform and you guys are having more of a voice, which I like it. I really like hearing from these athletes and getting their perspectives. I really do. I really enjoy a lot of these guys' podcasts, and I feel like you learn a lot. You know what I mean? Even through the bullshit, but stuff like this is just crazy to me. I'm like, bro, were y'all drinking before the pod? Like, what we doing? What we on?
You learn that everybody in the NBA don't need a voice. That's what you learn.
It sounds like some Mad Dog 2020 conversation shit. Like, y'all didn't sip the shit out the can. And y'all just having wild conversations that I don't get where this is coming from. So, but respect to Gilbert and all them, man. They killing it, man. They doing their thing, man. We striving to get to that position. So, shout out to them.
Yeah. But Rashad McCann, you need to cut it out.
Nah, please, brother, please.
All right, man. So the Saudis are trying to take over boxing, man.
Yeah.
Says that. Hold on, let me pull this up. Just had it. All right. It says Saudi Arabia has already launched a hostile takeover of professional golf. It has invested billions of dollars in the world of soccer. Now it wants to own professional boxing too. An ambitious and expensive Saudi plan that will reshape the economic structure and the future of boxing in its final stages of the approval. According to two people with direct knowledge of the plan, Saudi Arabia's giant sovereign wealth vehicle, the Public Investment Fund, would finance the project. The fund is holding final negotiations about disappearing the initial investment, said to be as much as $2 billion. That's the plan will require, according to the two people involved in the planning. Both people declined to be identified because the project does not have a final approval. Uh, Under the Saudi proposal, about 200 of the top men boxers in the world would be signed and then divided into 12 weight classes in what would amount to a global boxing league. Each class would include about 15 fighters each, allowing the best talents to regularly face off. The move would effectively create a single boxing entity that would replace the sometimes chaotic, frustrating system of dueling promoters, warring sanctioning bodies. The new entity would have the resources and the fighters to stage high-profile cards around the globe. So, what are your thoughts on that, man?
I know certain people like to keep things traditional. But I love this idea. I really do. I know we kind of had conversations about this in our past podcast episodes when I was kind of bringing up, maybe boxing should go after the UFC model. This feels like a lot like that to me. It's just that you got somebody that's going to pay him, and I'm curious to know the final numbers of this kind of like deal. I think was it Matchroom and Golden Boy. No word on PBC, but if you're gonna do this, I'm assuming PBC has to be involved, especially with the talent pool that they have. So if you can get all three of those entities involved under one umbrella, I think it's a great thing, man. I really do. I think boxing needs to start moving in different times, man. And this is kind of like the route we're kind of heading. So, um, do I
But
see this getting? Huh?
don't this sound like they trying to get rid of promoters though?
Absolutely. They want to get rid of the whole promotional game. Period. You know what I mean? Like they want one entity to be able to control who's fighting who, the purses and all that. Like it's a great thing for fans. I don't know how boxers are gonna personally feel about this because who knows how if the pay structure is gonna change at all. Who knows what the finer details is gonna be about that. But I think if we're looking at it as just fans, I think it's a great thing for us because we're actually gonna start getting these fights that we want to see. Like Canelo, there's no way you're getting out of a Terrence Crawford fight. There's no way you're getting out of David Benavidez fight with your contract.
I tell you right now, if this system gets approved, Canelo will not be signing with this.
Canelo will be retiring. Canelo will be retiring because they would have. I hate to use the word control because I don't want to use that, but y'all know what I mean. They're gonna have a lot of these fighters under their umbrella, a lot of big name fighters. And let's say hypothetically PBC does go under this umbrella. Like, who is Canelo going to fight if you're not going to sign? Like he's already fighting a whole bunch of nobodies that we could care less about. Like, no disrespect to those guys and those boxers, but the reality is we want to see specific people for specific fighters at a specific time. And a lot of times we don't get that because promoters don't want to see especially their number one guys lose because they lose money, they lose the lust, and then they lose the desire. I tend to disagree with that because we've seen fighters lose and people still clamor to see their fights. If you're an exciting fighter, like we saw Ryan, look at Ryan Garcia. We saw him lose to Gervonta Davis. What did he do? He put it on no matter what. Forget all the drug testing and all that. Ryan Garcia was the main draw for that fight. And Devin Haney was the undefeated fighter. He was the champion. You know what I mean? So, and that wasn't even for the belt. So I think it's a positive thing. As I said, I don't know how boxers are going to feel. I don't know the pay structure, if the pay structure is going to change or stay the same, especially if they're going to continuously do like these great, big, fancy cards. You know what I mean? But I said for fans, I'm excited. I'm excited for it.
No, I'm excited too. I just think it's just promoter. There's just too many promoters. There's too many belts.
Yeah.
You got guys who win fights, and all of a sudden they got a belt for I don't know a number one eliminator belt, a belt for this, a belt for that, and it's like it dilutes, winning belts now. You know what I'm saying? Because there's just so many of them, and if we could make a league where the belt, means something along with the purse, then that would be cool. Now, as far as the money goes, like I mean, if we're being honest, the average boxer is probably making maybe six figures, if that. Mm-hmm. You got to get to Tank, Bud Crawford, that level to make money. Beyond nobody's making Floyd Mayweather money because Floyd Mayweather understood how to market himself as the villain.
He was a perfect storm.
You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao was the people's champ almost. Yeah. Like people love him no matter what race. It wasn't just Filipinos. I knew a lot of brothers that and females that love Manny Pacquiao because the way he fights, he knocked people out. He wasn't like Floyd. Floyd was a little bit more technical. And if you were into that technical style, you loved it. Like me, I loved watching Floyd fight. I don't care who he's fighting. I loved his style. But he knew how to market himself. And right now, the only person that's really marketing himself as like that bad man is Tank. Tank knows how to market himself. You know what I'm saying? Like even like we just talked about press conference. He knows how to sell the fight. He knows how to talk enough shit to get under the person's skin and make it go crazy. Because even because Canelo, they've already marketed him as the Mexican fighter. That's not too hard to market that because Mexicans always looking for their fighter. So he's gonna be their guy. Now Benavidez has a potential to be that guy, but Benavidez has to market himself a little bit more. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Show your personality. You got to almost show your personality when you're a boxer. You look at the long history of boxers that we grew up on, from Sugar Ray Leonard's, the Marvin Haglers, the Mike Tyson. Like, they all had auras.
Yeah.
Their aura just sold them. Muhammad Ali, he knew how to talk trash. So nowadays, you don't have those guys, come far few in between. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these guys, they don't want their personal lives out there, so they just box and then they go away. Like Terrence Crawford, I love Terrence Crawford. Now he's
Hmm.
starting to get out there a little bit more, but Terrence is a quiet dude. He's not really out there in the public like that. He's more so now, but before he was just kind of a quiet Midwestern kid, just doing his thing.
Yeah.
So hopefully, with this, it gets the public eye back on some of these boxers who do it, like a Boots Enos, somebody like him who needs to be marketed. Hopefully this league will market it their top guys, and I'll give UFC that they know how to market the guys that are top in their profession. So
Oh yeah, yeah. And then they know how to tell the stories of these fighters. You know what I mean?
mhm,
I think that's another problem with boxing. Like I think that's been why that's why it was so sad to see like HBO and Showtime and all those guys and them
mhm,
go, because we used to get the HBO behind the scenes, leading up for the
24/7.
fight. So you used to get the stories and the lead up and the build up amongst these boxers, and it's like we don't get that. We don't get that with the Frank Tank stuff. I would love to have seen that. I would have like we. I think the last one we kind of did get it from was with the Errol Spence Terrence Crawford one, but even then that was kind of limited. I think we only got two shows out of that whole thing, two or
Something
three,
like that.
minus
Something like
after the fight. You know what I mean? I don't include that. So I think boxing needs to kind of readjust how they market these boxing fights, how they market these fighters, because with the fighters we love to hear the story with the fighter. We love to hear their background. We love to hear how they got there. We love to see the behind the scenes training and the stuff they have to go through on a day-to-day basis. Like being a fighter it's tough. And you see that with UFC. You see a lot of that. You know what I mean? They have a lot of behind the scenes things that it's very attractive for people to watch. Another thing with this, I was kind of curious. I wanted to kind of ask you about, like, do you think with if this were to happen, could you see a situation where they kind of do like I want to say like a wrestling thing, but how like how UFC has like their big, like the one that's coming up with Conor McGregor, which rumors are again that fight might not happen, but how this is like their big week. You know what I mean? Where they have like their biggest fights. They have a convention.
that.
They have their Hall of Fame thing every year. Could you see boxing doing something like that? In a sense, it's like they have like their big boxing week. You know what I mean? They have their biggest fights. Like they kind of have like their WrestleMania of boxing. Like they have like some of their best fights for this one time. Um, like they can have the Terrence, like let's say they can have a Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, and then on the undercard, like they could have like hypothetically, let's say they do like a Tank Shakur, hypothetically, right? And we have that every year. Could you see something like that happen with this being like the umbrella? You know what I mean? Like you'll still have your pay-per-views, you'll still have like your regular boxing, cable TV showings and stuff like that. But could you see something like that be potential with something like this?
I mean, if they're, because I don't know if the Turkish Prince is involved in this, but if he's involved in this, then yeah, because he looks like he's trying, just with the Terrence Crawford card, like
Hmm.
he's trying to put together all top fighters against top fighters in this thing.
Hmm.
So I could see that potentially happening in the future if this deal gets approved.
Yeah.
Um, I do feel like there's going to be some pushback from the WBO, from the WBC, because they're going to lose money
Yeah.
unless they somehow get involved in this. Um, they're going to lose money if they get rid of their belts and bring in these new belts from this boxing league. You know what I'm saying? So
But they would have to though, because they have to find a way to simplify who's the champ and who's not. Like for us, it's even annoying for us as boxing like like nerds. Like it's even annoying to figure out like, oh, this guy's the WBC, then you got the WBA, and then you got the IBF and the IBO, and
And
then you got the
honestly,
Ring Magazine champion and
and
all that.
honestly,
Like,
I think that's where the corruption really comes from
yeah,
because they want certain people to wear those belts.
absolutely.
And so I do think they have influence over some of these judges. Like,
And that
look,
needs to stop. That needs to stop. Like there needs to just be a middleweight, a lightweight, a heavyweight, a cruiserweight, and whatever else. And that's it. You know what I mean? We shouldn't have 5 champions in one weight class. Like, you know what I mean? And we shouldn't have like 3 weight classes for a one belt. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just crazy to me, you know?
because
So
it's where it's confusing at is like, okay, you say light welterweight or
like super welterweight.
super lightweight. That's what
Yeah.
it's like 135 is either light welterweight or super lightweight. It's like, well, which one is it?
That's what I'm saying. So and you got
154, like 154, they'll say either light, middleweight, or
Mhm.
super welterweight. And it's like, well, which one is it? Is it middleweight or is it welterweight? Like,
yeah. So like boxing has a lot of re-imaging they need to do. It's just a reality, and we've all, as boxing fans, we all have acknowledged that. You know what I mean? That's been one of the biggest issues with boxing. And they need to really start looking in the mirror, and they really need to start looking at these other organizations, like what wrestling does. Not saying you need to like fake a story or anything like that, but like just their template on how they do it. Like there's only 2 organizations, fighting organizations, that can literally be like, yo, we have a pay-per-view with no announcements, we have a wrestling event with no announcements, and it sells out before they even know who's even on the fucking card. UFC and the WWE are the only 2 organizations that can say they can do that. So and boxing is not even close. Like UFC fights, people are there for the first fight that starts. You know what I mean? When WWE starts, they're there for the first wrestling match. When it starts, they're not waiting for the main event like boxing. They're not waiting for the co-main event. And that's the problem with boxing. It's like, no, you want to be there for the first initial fight. I never understood that. I think that was more of a celebrity thing, but I never understood why people never wanted to go to the beginning fight. Like you're paying thousands and thousands of dollars for these tickets. These aren't cheap tickets. You only go in there to watch 1.5 fights, and sometimes you get there like a Mike Tyson fight that should be done before the second round. So what are you doing? So you just wasted all this money to watch one fight for maybe 5 minutes when you had a whole slew of other up and coming guys on that card that you could have watched and you could have seen. But I've always had an issue with people that do stuff like that, especially with these boxing fights. Like I never understood why people don't want to watch the whole card. I don't get it.
I mean, I just think that those guys are casuals. They just want to see the guy that everybody knows who they are.
But UFC does the same thing. Like there'll be times where I don't know any of those guys on the lower ends of the cards, but I still want to watch it. You know what I mean?
I think the differences in UFC is that the casual person still knows that there's a potential that the dude can get knocked out. Whereas
100%, yeah.
You go into a boxing match, you don't know if this is going to be a long, dragged out, boring ass fight, or if this dude is going to knock somebody out. Like just don't know.
But But UFC, it's no different. I get it. The higher percentages of knockouts for UFC compared to boxing, I totally understand that. But that's the cost of fighting. Like we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if it's going to be an exciting fight. There's been plenty of main event fights or like that just weren't good. You know what I mean? They were boring ass fights. So I don't know, man. I wish we can get out of that. I said, I'm excited for this, and hopefully they can start changing things for boxing for the better, and they can get out of this old school days of how they did boxing, and like we can retire Don King, we can retire some of these guys, man, because like we can get rid of Oscar De La Hoya. I've never been a big fan of how he's been doing the promotions with Bernard Hopkins. You're hearing horror stories with Leonard Ellaby. You had the whole thing with Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia saying they haven't even got paid yet for their fight. That was months ago. So, and that's not including all the horror stories with these judges and these scorecards. Like, boxing has had a real problem with that. A lot of Even UFC has had some issues with that, but not as bad as boxing though. Some of the boxing stuff has been really egregious.
Yeah, yeah, and it puts a stain on it.
Hmm.
Casuals. I see it all the time on my timeline. Oh, I'm done with boxing, even though they go back and watch it. But
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
All right, man. Let's talk about the Las Vegas Aces, man.
yeah, man.
They're on a little bit of a losing streak,
Hmm.
man. Let me pull this up real quick. Boom. Yeah, man. They lost their last three games. They lost to Seattle, lost to the Sparks, and then they lost to the Lynx a couple days ago, or yesterday, should I say. Then they got a tough gauntlet coming up with the Mercury, the Liberty. They got Seattle again. They got the Connecticut Sun. They got the Sky. So Chicago Sky. So they got a gauntlet coming up, and I know Chelsea Gray is out. I don't know when she's coming back, but what's your thoughts on this little losing streak from the Las Vegas Aces, man? Even though Asia, and shout out to Asia Wilson, she's balling. She's,
Yeah.
they're putting up MVP numbers, but as
Hmm.
a team, they're not looking too good. So,
Nah, like you kind of see it with teams trying to, like they're trying to three-peat. You know what I mean? We know how hard that is. Um, I just think, maybe they might have just hit a wall. I'm not really too concerned. Like, the Sparks game was pretty close. Minnesota is one of the better teams, man. I think they're one of the better three-point shooting teams in the league right now. And Seattle, Jewel Lloyd, she's been playing amazing all year too.
mhm.
I think the Chelsea Grace. I've said it. Chelsea Grace is the second most important player on this team. You know what I mean? She controls the pace. She controls the flow of this game. Um, Sometimes Kelsey Plum can be a little erratic at times. I like her game, but she's definitely a little erratic with her game. And the last game seemed like old girl got into her head. You know what I mean? They were kind of squaring up with each other.
Yeah.
I'm not really too worried about it. You know what I mean? As long as they can hit their stride, get a decent seeding. You know what I mean? The Aces will always have an opportunity to win any game. But they need to start, getting back in. But the main thing is, when is Chelsea Gray gonna come back? I think that's the biggest key right now. Their defense has been kind of inefficient. They haven't really been able to stop anybody as of late.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I think that's the biggest key with Chelsea Gray is to see when she'll be back. The Phoenix game. You can never sleep on Phoenix. With Diana Taurasi. New York is going to be tough on Saturday. They're one of the top three teams in the league. Seattle, we just lost to the Connecticut Sun. I think they have the best record in the league right now. Angel Reese had a double today. She's been hooping. Chicago's a tough, grinding team. You know what I mean? So I can't wait to see that matchup between her and Asia Wilson. That's gonna be real fierce. Angel's gonna come out. She's gonna come out swinging against Asia, man. I think she's probably most hyped for that matchup because they play the same position. She can kind of like see where she's at. You know what I mean, as far as the totem pole, because we all know Asia Wilson is the best player in this league. So
Right.
these next 2 to 3 weeks are gonna be very important for them. You know what I mean? See how it goes, man. So I still got faith in my Aces.
Yeah, for sure. I just think everybody's been their philosophy right now is okay. We're gonna let Asia get hers, and we just disrupt everybody else.
Absolutely,
So,
yeah. And they're implementing a lot of new players too. You know what I mean? Like, they
mhm.
got
Kay
Kate in
Martin.
there and then Megan, you know what I mean? We just signed her. We're trying to get her involved. You know what I mean? So we're still trying to figure everything out, you know what I mean? But those ladies are talented and Beck, the coach, Coach Becky Hammond, she gonna do her thing. So it'll be all right.
Yeah, yeah, she's the best in the league still. So,
Yeah.
well, I'm sure they'll get it together. I just
Yeah.
wanted to get your opinion on this skid that we have right now.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's talk about. Let's talk about. I just saw this on Twitter. An Arizona company plans to build a 1.2 billion sports and wellness resort featuring the largest indoor track and field arena. I'm about to show you what this idea of this arena looks like.
Okay.
So this is pretty much what it's going to look like on the inside. I'm sure a lot's gonna change. These are just the first renderings.
Looks interesting.
Hmm. So I just wanted to get your thoughts. What you think this means for Las Vegas as far as like the Olympics?
Yeah, you could kind of see some like that. You know how they're kind of trying to like implement some things where maybe they can get some Olympic interest, or obviously big track meets and stuff like that, qualifiers. Um, it's interesting. I mean, you could probably see like maybe if they were to build that, maybe all the high schools and maybe they could have their state competitions in there, stuff like that. It's different, you know what I mean? When it ain't being used, and so it's gonna be connected to a hotel. Is that correct?
I don't know where it's going to be connected to. They just said
Um,
they're planning on building one. I don't know where they're building it at, but
well, if it's well, it's a sports wellness resort. So, hey, look, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, we have a lot of athletes. We're getting a lot of more you know leagues out here, baseball. Eventually we have NBA. We already have the Raiders, Golden Knights. Maybe it can be like some elite facility for athletes, high school athletes and stuff that they can use. um we'll see. It's interesting to say the least. How much it's gonna cost us though? that's that's the thing though. How much they gonna hit us in the tax pocket?
yeah,
That's the
I
thing.
don't know. 1.2 billion. It's a lot of money.
Is it privately funded or is it gonna be publicly
What's
funded?
it was still an Arizona company, so
Maybe it's privately funded. So, hey, we'll see. You know what I mean? As I said, I don't think we need any more arenas, man. I think we need like a Disneyland or some shit. We need something, bro. I'm tired of
yeah,
seeing malls and arenas at this point.
yeah, for sure. All right, man. Let's talk about Jerry West, man.
Hmm.
The legend, the logo,
Yeah.
passed away today. Uh, one of our greatest players to ever don the Laker jersey
Hmm.
in his first 14-year playing career. He was an All Star every year. He was the third player in league history to reach 25,000 points after Will Chamberlain and Oscar Robertson.
Hmm.
Uh, he led the Los Angeles Lakers to nine NBA Finals, and he left the game holding records for career postseason scoring and the highest average in a playoff series. So, as you being the Laker fan, how do you feel about what is your thought? What's your thoughts when you hear Jerry West?
Oh man, it's sad, man. You know what I mean? We're losing legends left and right. You know what I mean? We just lost Bill Walton like a couple weeks ago. So it's sad, man. Jerry West meant a lot to the Lakers organization as a player, as an executive. Um, it's also sad that he passed away on bad terms with the Lakers, especially with that whole situation. I wish they could have mended fences. I remember they were trying to see if he would come back, but he said he would never ever come back to the Lakers as being an executive at all. Especially when he went to the Clippers, it kind of hurt a lot of people. You know what I mean? It kind of sucked because we knew how great he was as he was as an executive, man. He knew how to curate organizations, man. He knew how to create rosters. He did the deal, to get his Kobe. He got the deal to get his Shaq. Um, as far as importance, man, he's got to be top three, top four most important Lakers of all time. You know what I mean? As far as the impact. So, um, prayers out to his family,
Right.
prayers out to all his friends, and everybody that was very close to him. He will always be iconic. It's just very sad, you know what I mean, we're losing a lot of these legends, man. Stuff, people that we've seen growing as we were kids growing up, and you know now we're seeing them pass away. So it's a sad day, man, for the NBA, man. We lost one of the greats of all time, man. But hopefully he's up there in peace. He's left a lasting impact that will last for generations, even maybe even forever, man. He will always be. He ain't he's always going to be the logo. I know people have been talking about changing the logo and all that. I think he'll be the logo for the end of time. You know what I mean? So, rest in peace, man.
Yeah, I agree, man. Uh, definitely an icon, and not just the Laker uniform, but NBA period. Um, like you said, he is the logo. Regardless of how people feel about him being a logo, that's what he is. And he's one of the greatest Lakers of all times, and one of the better executives of all time too. Not just with the Lakers, but like you said, the Clippers and with Memphis, he built that organization up. So, hey man, like I said, rest in peace to Jerry West, and my condolences and prayers to his family and close friends.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. So the Patriots retire Tom Brady's jersey. Nobody can don the number 12 jersey in the Patriots no more. Now we all saw this coming. This isn't comes to
Yeah.
no surprise. It ain't like
Nah.
we surprised by this. He's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? He won the most championships, and he's the greatest Patriot of all time. So
Mm-hmm.
why not? Show love to him and give him his appreciation and his flowers and retire his jersey. You know what I'm saying? It's well deserved, and yeah, nobody should ever wear their jersey in a Patriots uniform. So
Nah. Like, yeah, congratulations to Tom. Um, hopefully he thanked the Raiders and the NFL for him allowing to create his career. But congratulations to him. Well
hey, don't
deserved.
you think that's ironic
What?
that the tuck rule against y'all is what made his career, and now he's going to be your owner? Like, doesn't that ironic? Did he do that on purpose?
Everything always comes in full circles, man. Nothing ever happens by accident. Hey man, it is what it is, man. Like we've been still dealing with the grief of that call even to this day, man. We haven't gotten close to a Super Bowl since then. So hey man, it is what it is, man. So, shout out to Brady. We're not surprised by the retiring of his number 12. I saw that Jay-Z, opened up for him, so he definitely getting that love. He definitely getting that respect from all his peers. And so, shout out to him, man. You know what I mean? See if he can bring a ring to the Raiders when he officially becomes part owner of the
Right.
Raiders. Are you
Can he
excited
be?
to? Are you excited? Are you excited about him being in the booth,
I wouldn't. I'm not gonna sit there and say excited, but we'll see.
or just interested? You think he'll do a good job?
Um, from what I know, he could talk football, so yeah, I think he'll be interesting enough on the camera to talk.
Mm-hmm.
To be there. I think he'll be better than Romo. So
I wish they could have paired him up with Greg Olson though. It kind of sad. I thought Greg Olson did a great job with Fox, man, when he was doing the commentary. So
yeah, but they're not gonna put two football guys together. They're gonna put a
nah.
football and a commentary type dude. So. And it's
Yeah,
Tom Brady. It is what it is.
nah,
I,
yeah, I
I
feel you.
actually like Greg Olson. I saw people on my timeline said they couldn't stand Greg Olson. I was
Nah,
like,
Greg
wow.
Olson was cool. Like I thought he was. He
He,
educated you while you were watching the game. He
he
made it
wasn't
very
annoying,
entertaining.
and he wasn't annoying
No,
like Tony Romo.
dang, you really don't like Tony
I
Romo,
don't
huh?
like Romo. I cannot stand Romo.
Yeah. Nah.
It looks like a hold. I don't know.
Can't wait to hear that this year, huh?
Shut up,
He
Romo.
love Mahomes though. He love
No, he,
Mahomes.
no,
He
he don't.
do. Yeah, he
He likes
do. He
Josh
always
Allen.
praises Mahomes.
He
I never
likes
heard him say.
Josh Allen. That is his second. That's his son.
Nah, I think he
You
loves
let
Patrick
you let
Mahomes.
but when Josh Allen gets on there, boy, I don't even want to tell
He
you.
probably like him too, but man, bro, he be
Oh,
on
he
Mahomes'
loves,
nuts, bro.
he
Stop, bro.
loves Josh Allen.
Come on, man. Him and Chris Collinsworth, boy, they love him
Now
some
Chris does.
Pat Mahomes, boy. They
Chris
love
loves.
him some Pat Mahomes.
I could talk about Patrick Mahomes all day.
Yeah, I'm so tired of that shit, bro.
Did you see him shining at the game with the black diamonds?
No, I did not see that shit. Nah.
Yeah, got the black diamonds out on your ass. Yeah,
His team lost.
yeah,
Just
they
like the
did.
Chiefs gonna do, lose
Nope,
this year.
three-peat. Three-peat uploading right now.
Yeah, all right, man. We'll see.
Because Travis Kelsey said you could wear it there and load them up.
No comment. No comment. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Woo! Pause. All right, brother. You the basketball guy. So I'm gonna test your knowledge.
All right, all right, for sure. I feel like this is punishment for me making you do that randomized shit last week.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
All right, you ready?
All right, man, give it to me, dog.
You better get this. Question number one.
Okay.
Who holds the record for the most point in a single game in the regular season?
Oh, Will Chamberlain.
Wrong.
Oh, Kobe. Uh, I know. Will got 100 though.
I don't think they count.
Uh, no, yeah, Kobe.
I'll give you that one, sir.
No, okay.
What is the longest winning streak in NBA history? What team?
What team? That's a good question. Longest winning streak in history. The Lakers.
No.
Give me one more. Was it the? I was gonna say the Warriors. Was it the Warriors?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you over there cheating, Stan. I know you looking at
Motherfucker looked it up real quick. Like, hold up.
It was the 2025, 2015, 2016 Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, they did win 70,
33 games straight. Who holds the record for most points made in the NBA game?
Who holds the what?
Who holds the record for the most three-pointers, my bad, made in the NBA game?
Is it Steph?
Nope.
Not Steph. Most 3-pointers in the NBA game. Is it a recent player?
Mm-hmm. I'll give you a hint.
Is it Clay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
14 in 2008.
14, yeah. I remember that.
In 1995, this sixth seed was the lowest seeded team in NBA history to win the chip.
In 1995?
Mm-hmm.
It's 95. Was it the Nuggets?
Nope.
95. Was it the Rockets?
You and these goddamn second chances I'm giving you.
No more second chances?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, all right.
So, in 2003-04 season, LeBron won the Rookie of the Year. Ron Artest won Defensive Player of the Year. Who won the MVP?
22. Tim Duncan?
Nope.
2003?
2003, yeah. I'm going to give you one more, damn.
Wasn't AI. Did T-Mac ever win one? I don't know.
Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett. Oh my God. Yeah, I should have known that shit. I forgot he was on the Timberwolves.
Yao Ming was the number one overall pick in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
He was the second pick.
All right, damn.
I'll give you a hint. He's on ESPN.
He's on ESPN. Richard Jefferson wasn't the number 2 pick. Definitely wasn't JJ Redick. Sorry, ass. Who else is on ESPN?
Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna get the Sonic countdown. Dun,
What
dun,
else
dun,
was
dun,
on the
dun,
fucking
dun, dun,
ESPN?
dun, 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 dun.
Damn, I'm trying. I don't know. I really don't know.
Jay Williams.
Jay Will, man, he sure was. He got in that motorcycle accident.
Mhm.
Probably because he ain't been on ESPN in a minute. I probably forgot he was on that shit. Good question.
Hold on. Okay, I see it. That's where I messed up. Okay. Who was the youngest player to reach 10,000 regular season points?
LeBron,
Nope.
youngest player, old player, or younger player.
Older player.
Phew. Shit, I don't know. Kobe.
Yep. What player holds the NBA post singles series record for most points average in the postseason?
Michael Jordan.
Come on, man. We just talked about this, man.
Kobe.
Oh, Jerry West.
Jerry West. How many points did he average?
I didn't look it up.
I could have swore Michael Jordan was like 30 something.
No, they just said he averaged the most in the postseason.
Uh,
Which player, which was the only player that had a stat line of 0 points, 28 rebounds, and 3 assists? Come on, man, this is easy.
sound like Dennis Rodman.
Yep. Last but not least,
Mhm.
who was the only player to win MVP, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year?
Coach of the year, executive year.
And
Jerry West was never a coach. Phil Jackson was never MVP. Coach of the year. Damn, that's a good fucking question. Mm, exec of the year. Wasn't Isaiah Thomas?
Mhm.
Damn, who got exec of the year?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
I have no idea.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh yeah, he did fucking coach the goddamn. When did he get executive of the year?
I know he was executive somewhere. I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm. I never knew that shit. Well, that's good to know.
That was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, that was cool. That was cool. Still feel like it was punishment for that randomizing shit. It's all good.
Did you ever do that to me? When I was playing.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Hey, man, open. This is the open conversation portion.
So what do you think about the whole Aaron Rodgers thing, missing mini camp? You know, everybody making a big deal about
Aaron
that.
Rodgers being Aaron Rodgers. That's what I think it is.
Yeah, you think it's gonna be How do you feel about that team overall?
I mean, everything's predicated on him. If he's anything, uh, if he's at least 80% of himself, they're a better team.
Mhm.
You know, uh, I don't know. It depends on his knee. He's an older player. He's 40 years old. I don't know his work ethic as far as working out and, getting himself in shape.
Hmm.
But if he's, like I said, if he's 80% Aaron Rodgers and he's able to get the ball to the right places and take care of the football and let that defense work and let Brees Hall, run that football for him, um, the Jets have a good chance, especially with the Buffalo Bills taking a step back. We both said that we think that they're going to take a step back. You don't know what you're going to get out of Miami. Their defense has been depleted. Um, Patriots are the Patriots. Um, so, like I said, the Jets have an opportunity to at least win that division. If
Yeah.
anything, they can win that division.
Okay. 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 How you feel
So
about the Christian McCaffrey getting the Madden cover?
he deserves it. He deserves
You thought it was the right call?
it. Yeah. I figured it was either him. I was hoping that it wasn't Joe Burrow. And we discussed this. Like, if he was healthy last year and he had a great season, I wouldn't be mad at it. But you can't be on injury reserve and then get the Madden cover, sir.
Yeah, I kind of was like glass half full with it. You know what I mean? I was like, well, shit. At least the Raiders were on the cover to a degree. I guess.
Yells in the background.
Yeah, it was him running away from us. Some shit like that.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, hey, I mean, you can always put a positive out of that shit. You know what I mean? One day, hopefully, Max Crosby will be on the cover. I think he'll be perfect on the cover, Max Crosby. I think he'll be a nice little touch. But hopefully one day. But congratulations to Chris McCaffrey. He had a hell of a week, man. He got a contract extension. He got the Madden cover, and
Mhm.
I think he's about to marry his girl here soon. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So that's cool. That's cool.
Do you know on Twitter? I was gonna tag in and see if you wanted to join them. It's called the Chief Hate Alliance.
Chief Hate Alliance.
Yeah, it's a group of fans from different teams that they just in the group hating the Chief.
Um, I don't know if I got the energy in me to do that. You know what
Now,
I'm saying?
dude, look, I gotta tag you in this thing later on. When we get off. This dude made a fake ass commercial for that group. Is one of the funniest shits I've ever heard.
Which one?
For the Chief Hate Alliance, that group, like he almost made like a commercial. He made a commercial for it, but it was to make fun of the group.
Oh my god. Well, I have deep disdain over your organization.
I
You
know
know what I
you do,
mean? I've
as you
called you
should.
guys the prison asylum at this particular
There you
moment right
go.
now.
Now you gotta go with that.
So I can't wait for football season. I can't wait for college football to come out. You know what I mean? I'm really excited. I think I'm gonna go to that LSU USC game in September. Um, I can't wait for the day we go to Kansas City this year and beat you guys handily. I can't wait for that.
You ain't beating
See
his hand up.
Christian Wilkins and Max Crosby getting like 4 sacks each on y'all motherfuckers.
Okay, you gotta
You know what I
relax.
mean?
One may get two, the other one
Locking up Rasheed Rice, easy money. Jack Jones, easy
no.
money. Light
Right,
work,
right,
nothing
right,
crazy.
running right past him.
Light work, light work. Chris. We play Christmas or Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Black Friday. It's gonna be a beautiful Black Friday. You know what I'm saying? I already took the day off, so I will be watching that. I'm assuming you're taking that day off.
Of course. No.
Okay, so I assume we're going to watch the game somewhere. I'm assuming.
Yeah, we can. We can go somewhere
Okay,
and watch
for
it.
sure, for
If
sure.
we is that's the home game, or is that the away game?
Nah, that's when we're in Kansas City.
Oh yeah, we can go watch it somewhere.
Yeah, we go watch it somewhere. You know what I mean? I'm excited. Football season literally around the corner, bro. Honestly, like we're about to be almost in July, and then training camp starts at the end of the month. So I'm excited, man. I think people are really itching for football. I think we can make it though. I think we can make it through. I know we're gonna hit through the little doldrums right now with NBA ending. Hockey's still kind of going on. As I said, I know you're not a soccer guy, but I am excited to watch the soccer. I think I'm really interested in soccer, especially when it becomes these big tournaments like World Cup, Copa. America, UEFA. I'm really excited about that.
I'm excited for the Olympics, Summer Olympics,
Olympics. I'm excited that I'm
track
excited to
and
see the
field.
track and field. I'm excited to
All
see
right.
the swimming. I'm definitely excited to see the NBA, and
Mhm.
they do have the soccer World Cup, I think too. So I'm excited for all that. We should be able to make it through though. We can get to football. And then college football, college football comes out soon. Can't
Yeah,
wait to work a lot of y'all in the chat, man. You know what I mean? My Gators coming through. Definitely smacking on all y'all for sure. Tournament coming soon. What else? Can't wait to go to Mexico. Book that trip.
that's what's up.
Excited, excited,
Going
excited.
to Cancun.
Yeah, it's like a island off of Cancun or something. You know what I mean? So I'm excited about that. Can't wait to be, what I mean? I told everybody, what I mean, gotta call me what did I say? I told my girl, she gotta call me forgot the goddamn name. I told her to call me Arturo Rico. That's my name until I go to Mexico. Arturo Rico. I can't roll my R's, so don't ask me to do it. I don't got no Spanish in me. So that's my name until I come back.
And I was just want to know why is that your name?
Huh?
Why'd you choose that name? Like, what's the significance?
Arturo Rico? Come on, bro. That's suave, bro. What we talking about? Suavemente. Like, bro, that's me. That's me, bro. I don't look like an
I'm about to
Arturo
give you the
Rico.
hell no all the week.
What you mean, dog? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Don't
To
take my
give,
shine away, bro.
I'm
Come
about to
on,
give.
man. Don't take my shine away.
Hey, did
I'm
you
looking at
know?
no, yeah, go for it.
No, go ahead. Say what you was gonna
No,
say.
no, no, no. Go for it. Go for it.
Did you know that Isaiah Hartenstein is black?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I forgot who's on the side that's black, but
His daddy.
yeah, man. Congrats to him, man. He got some seasoning in the
I guess
mayonnaise,
Pat
man.
Beverly said he was on the court one time, and I guess Hartenstein was out there saying some stuff he ain't even. Hartenstein was saying some stuff. You're like, what's up with bro? Like,
Yeah,
what's
man.
he on?
Oh,
But
bro,
he's
I'm
like,
black.
no, he cool. He
He
cool.
cool. He cool. He got
He
he got the
black.
pass. Hey, man, look. Shout out to Hartenstein, bro. It seemed like he about to get paid here because it seems like he about to be commanding $20 million a year from what it looks like. So if he ain't playing for the Knicks, it looks like the Thunder might be grabbing him up, which I think that's a big pickup because I think you put Hartenstein next to Chet. I think that's a good pickup. I like Hartenstein. I don't know if he's $20 million worth, but
You
shout
think
out
the
to him,
Thunder
man.
should try to get Kevin Durant back?
Shit, if you can, they got fucking like 18 draft picks they can fucking trade away. Like shit, hell yeah, why not? You can give the Suns 5 and you still got 13 left. Like you good. So and if they were to get Kevin Durant, like they got cap space, they got assets to trade. Like I think Josh Giddey's available. I wouldn't be surprised if Josh Giddey ends up getting traded. He really didn't perform the way I think they wanted him to perform. So they have all the opportunities in the world to get any player that they want. So yeah, they should try to go back with KD. But does KD want to go back to the Thunder? Does he want to stay with the Phoenix Suns? Like,
Suppose they
does
say they
Devin
want to get
Booker want to
traded.
stay with the Phoenix Suns? Like, I'm sure he probably wants to because he's kind of like been built from the ground up with that organization. But
Mhm.
sooner or later, man, I think if they don't get to at least the conference championship, I think that would be disappointing. It's gonna be hard for them to do that, but when you add Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal, like I think they should really consider trading Bradley Beal, even though I know they can't because for some reason they wanted to give him a no trade clause in his new deal, which was fucking dumb. But it is what it is.
Can Bradley Beal stay healthy?
No, not staying. No, can't Kevin Durant stay healthy all year? For the most part, he did. Devin Booker's the same way. Can he
But I
stay
think if
healthy?
he goes to Oklahoma, now he has a team around him. He ain't got to do
Hey,
some of
KD
that.
with Shea, that's nasty work, bro. That's
Chet,
nasty
with
work,
Chet,
bro.
with Chet.
That shit would be nasty, bro. KD, yeah, that would definitely be the favorites to me to win the whole thing. Would be the Thunder for sure. And I think that I low key think that would be a cool ass story though. I think that would be a cool
Mhm.
story. He come full circle, he did his thing, you know what I mean, and then he come back and win the chip. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people be like, oh, he copying Braun type of shit, but I think that story will always be cool, man. I think it will
Would
always be cool.
would if he were to go back to Oklahoma and win the chip, would he be perceived differently?
I think it would. I think it would help. I don't think KD gives a fuck, but
I know he don't. You
I
just
think
saw
me
you saw his
personally, I think
post the
it
other day.
does. Yeah, he don't care. But I think it would be cool, man. I think that would be a dope ass story. He did get drafted. He got drafted originally by the Supersonics that ended up moving to Oklahoma City and becoming the Thunder. But
Mhm.
we saw him growing up in Oklahoma City, man, and it did suck to see him leave. You know what I mean? But he did leave to go to the Golden State Warriors. That was, I get a lot of people didn't like that move, but
That was one.
hey, man, it was a perfect storm, man. It's kind of hard to say no to that. You're getting guaranteed chips. You get to play with Steph Curry, with one of the best shooters in the league, next to Klay Thompson. Man, that was one of the most unbeatable teams of all time. So I think it would be dope. I think it would be a dope story. It would be cool.
I just got one thing to say.
What?
Kai should have Kevin Hart show up every week.
Nah, that Kai Cenat Drewski shit was hilarious, bro. Like, man, hey, Kai doing big things, bro. I think he had he had like 700,000 watching his stream, man. He's been doing.
This proves, and this has always been my theory about Kevin Hart, when he's just in his regular element and he ain't got to be scripted.
He's funny as hell. He's funny. Yeah.
He is funny. He could be himself. When he's scripted and he got to do all that cheesy shit, that's when he's like, when he's all over the top, he ain't funny like that.
I think we're gearing up for like Kai Cenat, Kevin Hart like collab movie or something. I feel like they're kind of like, yeah, I can see Drewski in it. You know what I mean? All three of those guys are funny as fuck. I hope they do something original though. Hopefully it's not no remake of some dumb shit. I hope they create some new original shit, man. Obviously the vibes off of three of them, man. They can do it. You know what I mean? I don't know how well of an actor Kai is, but you know what I mean. But
he gonna be saying bro if he's. Listen, bro. Hey, bro.
Facts.
No, bro.
It'd be funny, especially when Kevin Hart be clowning on him for the Tyler shit. But we friends though.
The funny shit on hilarious. This one, it was that one skit dude. I forgot his name. But he was like, he was like, Kevin was like, you trying to act and stuff? He's like, yeah, I'm trying to do all that, man. I'm just trying to get out the streets. And he said, you gonna get there, man. You got it in you. I see it. No, he said, no lie. And Jersey said, rich niggas always say some bullshit like that. And Kevin started laughing. He said, rich niggas
I ain't gonna lie.
You gonna get there one day. He said, no, nigga, help us. And then Kevin started ignoring him. He's like, help us, nigga.
Nah, Drewski gotta be one of the funniest motherfuckers out right now. He gotta be one of the funniest motherfuckers out.
Hey, when they showed the Asian kid doing the chip challenge and he went to go eat the ice cream, and Drewski was saying, was that rice? He was like, what? Kai was like, why that gotta be right? He was like, you know what? You right. That was
Especially when he brought the two studs in and shit, bro. I was like, this guy, bro.
The dude that was on the keyboard trying to play for them, he snatched the cord out of it.
Especially when he did when he had the fucking fire, like when Kevin didn't want nobody taking the shit in his motherfucking porta potty and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, come on, man.
Fireworks started going off in there.
Hey, I won't be surprised if we saw another one like that. You know what I mean? It seemed like they're they collabing a lot as of late. You know what I mean? So
that collaboration is funny as hell because Kevin is our age, but he knows how to kick it with them. You know?
Nah, hell yeah, he do. Yeah, shout out to all three of them, man. That shit was hilarious, bro. They lasted all night, didn't they?
Yeah, they did a sleepover.
What time did it end? What time they end? Finish it like 3 in the morning, 4 in the
something
morning?
like that. Something like that. But yeah, it was a sleepover because they was sleeping in air mattresses and shit.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw when Kevin Hart fell asleep, they drenched his ass with water and shit. Hell yeah.
And Kevin got caught too. He
I saw that. I saw that.
He could jump like 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, I saw that. Nah, that's what's up.
Did you see that trailer for that show that's coming on Peacock with Kevin Hart and Samuel?
Oh yeah, it's like him, Samuel L. Jackson. They had Don Cheadle in that shit.
Taraji P.
Henson. I'm actually fucking curious about that. I'm really curious about that.
Terrence Howard.
Yeah. I started also watching some shit on Nick
Supposed to be a
Carter.
true story. It's supposed to be a true story too.
Oh yeah. I started watching some shit on Nick Carter, some documentary on Nick Carter where he doing
Oh,
some.
the one on Max is in on Max.
Yeah. I started
Him and
watching
his
that.
brother, ain't it?
Yeah, it's like him and his brother. Yeah, I started watching that. Obviously, House of Dragons come out Sunday. Super
Yeah,
stoked about that.
it's going down.
Um, I gotta figure out when to watch this Bad Boys movie. I came to the decision that I am going to go to the theater and
I'm
support
going
these
Friday.
ninjas. You're going Friday?
Mhm.
Yeah, I heard great things about it, man. So I gotta figure it out because I know we're going to maybe we'll go Sunday. I know I'm taking her to go to this restaurant. Check out that new Italian restaurant next to Durango Station. I heard that shit's lit.
What's it called?
It's called. Man, what the fuck that shit called? That's how I know my brain getting. What the fuck that shit called? Hold on 1 second, people. The- I think it's called like Amari or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Amari.
Oh, so,
Yeah, I'm excited for it. What you got going on for your weekend?
yeah, man. Just Friday go to the movie. Saturday watch this fight, and then Sunday, probably I do want to watch House of Dragons. But if I don't catch it then, if I don't catch it premiere night, I'm probably gonna pick up my kids and go do something with them.
Hey yo, shout out to Sorry Not Sorry. Yo, that peach cobbler ice cream. Fuego. Fuego. That's just fire. If you haven't had it, go try it.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, brother. Sorry, brother. They do got vegan stuff though.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they got the vegan strawberry shortcake. Fire. Fire.
Probably made with brown sugar, so I probably could eat that. We'll see. All right, man. You got anything else?
Nah, man. Just want to wish everybody peace, happiness, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Yeah,
You
for
know what I
sure.
mean? I know that's this weekend, man. So hopefully your ladies treat you right. Hey man, don't settle for nothing short, man. You guys treat the ladies right for Mother's Day. Hope y'all get that
Ladies,
work. You know what I'm saying?
ladies,
Get that work.
ladies. Don't get that man no damn socks and no damn ties.
Nah, man, nah.
Kids, do better.
Yeah,
Hey,
don't give us them bullshitted paintings. I'm a dog dad. I'm a dog dad. I ain't got no kids, but I got my dog. I know y'all see my little one running in the back. So I am celebrating Father's Day. Yo, she better give me something nice too. For real, for real.
give me a
I'm not
doggy
accepting
bone.
none of that. Nah, motherfucker, you need to give me something like I'm a father. I'm a father. I'm a dog dad. Yo, treat
Give
us
me
with
some
respect.
bones. What's she gonna give
Treat us.
you?
What
Here,
the fuck
take
I
this
need a bone
bone.
for? I'm not
Take
the
this
dog.
bone.
I'm not a
Take this
dog.
bone.
No, I'm not. I'm not a dog. Like she need to treat me with the respect. I want some that you would give
Take
me
this
for
kibbles and
Father's Day.
bits.
I am a dog dad. Yo, put some respect on our names. Them dogs is like goddamn kids, man. They act like
No,
kids, but
no.
be so damn needy and shit. Love her, but goddamn. So yeah. Shout out to the dads. Make sure y'all get y'all work, man. Y'all deserve it, man. There's a lot of great fathers out there. Y'all don't get the recognition y'all deserve, man. So shout out to you. Shout out to my pops, man. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Glad he's feeling better, man. So shout out to my pops.
My Father's Day gift is that my kids are out here. That's good enough for me. So
That's good, man. I'm happy your kids are out here and you get to spend time with them.
mhm. They're growing up so fast.
They're gonna have
My
you
young,
barbecuing in the back
my
for Father's Day.
my youngest son graduates next year coming or the year
What are they doing
coming
for
up.
you for Father's Day?
I don't know.
Y'all gonna go out
I
to eat or
don't know. I'll
something?
probably pick them up and just go hang out with them.
That'd be what's up. That'd be cool, man.
So
Cool.
all right, man. Shout out to Glitch Energy Drink.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Glitch. They've been rocking with us for a minute. So Glitch Energy Drink offers a wide range of delicious flavors to suit everyone's taste preferences, whether in the fruity flavors like Maui Punch, Cherry Bomb, Blue Smurf, and grenades. There's something for everyone. Glitch Energy Drink is not only great for gamers and workout warriors, but also for everyday people who simply need a boost of energy. It's a healthy choice that you can feel good about. You can find more information and purchase Glitch Energy Drink at glitchenergy.com. Remember to use the promo code ChrisStyleMall for 10% off your purchase and start enjoying these great drinks, man. So shout out to Glitch. Use the promo, save some bread, get some energy, make it happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Do it for Father's Day, man. Some of these cats need some energy too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. All right, whatever streaming platform you use, whether it's Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, Amazon, whatever you use to listen to your podcast on, Chris Down the Mall podcast is available. Also, if your first time watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification button. So when we go live on Mondays, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can jump in the lives with us, talk about these topics with us, because we want you guys to be a part of the show just as much as we are. We want to interact with the people. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And what other social media platform you use, whether it be Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, Threads, Facebook, whatever you use to do your social media on, Chris Allen Mall podcast is on there. Go ahead and follow us. We will follow you back because we're just some regular guys who like to talk sports and music and real life stuff and everything in between. So go ahead and hit us up. Feedback, critiques, uh, questions, a topic, whether it be sports related, music related, whatever, hit us up. And if we like the question or we like the topic, we will bring it up on the show. We will shout you out on the show because we want to show love to those who show love to us. Mm-hmm. So go ahead and hit us up via DM mentions or hit our email address too. So it's all on our Twitter, all on our social media accounts. We got all our emails on there. Mm-hmm. So go and hit us up, man. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do. Have fun, be safe. And like we said, shout out to all the fathers out there. Hope your Father's Day is great.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to my stepfather and my dad. Love you both. Mm-hmm. And yeah, man. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Until Monday. Yeah.
Yes, sir.